Hey folks, it's time for the Round 18 recap. Now it all started on Thursday night when the Fremantle Dockers took on the Geelong Cats at Optus Stadium. The Dockers losing in the end 31-100. Huge win by the Cats, and they're looking really good in the lead up to finals. Then on Friday night we had the Tigers up against the Lions. The Tigers finally back on the winners list. They beat the Lions in the end 106-86. A great win for Jack Riewoldt, 300th game. Congratulations to Jack Riewoldt. What a career. And, you know, there's a lot more left from Jack. 6 goals, 2 behinds, 14 disposals. A nice performance by him. Now, he levels up with Eddie Betts and a few other players to get 6 goals in his 300th game. So well done to Jack there. Saturday, we had the Saints up against Port Adelaide. The Saints losing in the end 61-74. You know, I thought they would have had got the Port Adelaide Football Club. Port just too good. And the Saints, I just wanted to say, Jack Steele, 1 goal, 37 disposals. Great performance by him. Both teams were not too good in front of goals from set shot. Most of the goals came from general play, which was great to see. The Suns up against the Dogs. The Suns losing 79-90. They gave the Dogs a real run for their money, but the Dogs hold on in the end. Then we had the Demons up against the Hawks. And going into this game, obviously the Hawks had players like CJ Jyth out and a couple others, Scrimshaw. And, you know, the D's, I thought they were going to beat them, but the Hawks had a lot in the tank. And it's a draw. The second draw of the season. Final score 79-79. The points are shared. What a fight by the Hawks. And well done to them. And the D's really got to pick up their game. If they're going into finals, obviously. They really need to pick up their game. And hopefully they can respond in round 19. Now on Sunday we had the Roos up against the Bombers. Now I thought the Roos might have got the Bombers in the end. Bombers just too good. The Roos lose in the end 74-92. The Bombers are now into the 8. They're looking really good there, and hopefully they do make it, into finals, and they go really well there. The Pies up against the Blues. I thought it was going to be a really good game, and it was. The Pies just, it slipped away from them in the end. They lose 62-91. Now, during the week, sad news for the Carlton Football Club and the Silvani family. Sergio Silvani, one of the legends of our game, passed away. Condolences to the Silvani family and the Carlton Football Club. Very sad news, and may he rest in peace. Moving on now, the Crows up against the Eagles, 56-98, the final scores. The Crows losing on their home turf. Great response from the Eagles, obviously coming off last week's loss, and they're back on the winners list. Then we had the Giants up against the Swans. The Giants losing 72-98. They were off to a ripper start. The Swans come back from 35 points down. Well done from them. A great Sydney derby. Unfortunately not played in Sydney due to COVID-19. There are a few players out due to that game. There were late withdrawals for both teams due to COVID-19. They were exposed to an exposure site during the week. I'll talk about that later in the injury update, so stay tuned for that. I wanted to talk about Buddy Franklin. He is oh so close to 1,000 goals. He scored his 400th goal for the Swans in that game, and he scored, obviously he's still got 480 with the Hawks previously, and he's currently on 981 because he scored another goal in that Swans match. Buddy, you were 19 goals off. Maybe if, the Swans, if they make finals, I'm sure he can maybe reach that goal. Maybe by the end of the season, hopefully he can. Folks, you know what time it's for. It is time for Isaac's GMP of the round. Now, my goal of the round goes to Sam Walsh from the Carlton Football Club. Now, he picked up the goal of the round in Isaac's GMP in round 16 up at the MCG against the Fremantle Dockers. Same ground, different team he was facing, and it was the Collingwood Football Club. First of all, clean pickup, shrugged off Noble's tackle, and then stepped around a Pies defender, snap at goal as easy as you like. A bit of Walsh wizardry, and he was brilliant in that game. Great win by the Blues. My mark of the round, staying with the Blues, my mark of the round goes to Jack Silvani. A really nice specky on Isaac Quaynor in the famous number 1 jersey. Jack Silvani, your nonna will be very proud of you. You put in an absolute show. Took that nice Becky, kicked it inside 50 to Mackay, who went back and kicked the goal and kicked it pretty much the sealer. It was a Carlton celebration. And well done to Silvani. He also got a goal in that game. I'm pretty sure he was great around the football. My player of the round now, it was really tough. The player of the round in round 18 was really hard to choose for me because, you had players like Jack Riewoldt, Jack Steele, Tom Mitchell, Sam Walsh. But my player of the round, I've narrowed it down to Ollie Wines from the Port Adelaide Football Club. 1 goal, 1 behind, 36 disposals, 5 marks, 5 tackles, 4 inside 50s. One of those 5 marks contested, 11 clearances and 553 metres gained. He was brilliant, always around the football, creating opportunities, smashing it forward to, get those goals that were really needed by the Port Adelaide Football Club to get over the line in that game up against the Saints. Well done to Ollie Wines for getting the player of the round. And as the finals are right around the corner in a few weeks, and you just think, folks, you're seeing players just really shine, not only throughout the season, but you're seeing a bit more from them just leading up to the finals because the 8 is so close. Folks, we've got an injury update, and it's coming up next. Getting into the injuries now, the Fremantle Dockers, let's start off with them. Rory Lobb has an ankle injury. His period on the sidelines is to be confirmed. Sean Darcy has a slight strain to his knee, so he'll undergo a fitness test for that. The Cats have Stefan Okunba, calf injury, and he'll be out for a couple of weeks. The Tigers have Camden McIntosh. He's got a hamstring injury. He'll miss 1 to 2 weeks of footy. Dustin Martin, huge blow for the Tigers here. He's got a kidney issue now. It's a lacerated kidney. Now he'll be out for the season. He's ruled out for the season, and also he can't train for 3 months. So a huge blow for the Tigers there, and a huge blow for Dustin Martin. For the Lions, Lachie Neale left training this week holding his shoulder. He'll undergo a fitness test, but the club have said in an interview that he will be okay. He should be okay, that is. The Saints had Josh Battle out due to an ankle injury. His period on sidelines is indefinite. Rowan Marshall will miss a week of footy due to COVID-19 isolation. And Daniel McKenzie has concussion. He'll miss a week of footy. Tom Highmore has a hand injury. Now, he underwent surgery for that, and his period on sidelines is to be confirmed. For Port Adelaide, they had Connor Rosie out due to knee soreness. He'll undergo a fitness test. And Stephen Motlop was also out for that game up against the Saints due to an ankle injury. He'll miss 4 to 5 weeks of footy. For the Suns, they had Sam Day out due to a foot injury. He'll miss a couple of weeks of footy. And Oleg Markov has a calf injury. He'll undergo a fitness test. Nick Holman has an abdomen injury, so that's he had a stomach procedure during the week. His period on sidelines is to be confirmed. Lockie Weller, now he's missed a week of footy due to concussion, and it's no certainty about his return. The club have said it's likely not to be this week, so hopefully they give us a confirmed update in the next week or so. The Dogs had Tom Liberatore out due to soreness. He should be all good. Tom is a strong boy, so he'll be ready, hopefully, to go in round 19. Toby McLean, unfortunately, he's suffered another tear to his ACL, so that means another 12 months on the sidelines for Toby. Really sad news for the Dogs and Toby there. Josh Dunkley will miss a week of footy due to COVID-19 isolation. For the Demons, they had James Harms out due to an ear infection, but he should be okay to play in round 19. The Hawks, Harry Morrison has a slight hamstring strain, so he'll undergo a fitness test. For the Roos, Jack Marnie has a shoulder injury. His period on sidelines is to be confirmed. For the Bombers, they had Harrison Jones out due to a foot injury. His period on sidelines is to be confirmed. And also Kyle Langford, now he had that hamstring injury, so he was out for that game up against the Roos. The club have confirmed on the weekend that he'll miss 2 to 3 weeks of footy, so that's unfortunate for the Bombers. For the Pies, Callum Brown has dislocated his shoulder. He underwent surgery for that, and he'll miss the rest of the season, unfortunately. Josh Thomas has concussion. He'll miss a week of footy. Will Hoskin-Elliott has back spasms, so he'll undergo a fitness test. For the Blues, they had Patrick Cripps out with soreness. He'll undergo a fitness test, but he should be okay. You know, no Cripps, no worries for the Roos. For the Blues, excuse me. I wish the Roos got the win on the weekend, but they didn't. For the Blues, they had that great win up against the Pies. For the Crows, Nick Murray will miss a week of footy due to concussion protocols. For the Eagles, Tom Barrass was out due to a hamstring injury. He'll miss a week or two of footy. Brendan Archie had a hand injury, so he'll miss 5 weeks of footy. And Josh Kennedy had a calf strain, so he'll miss, I'll say maybe a week. The club aren't sure yet, so he'll undergo a fitness test for that. Luke Shuey has a calf strain as well. His period on the sidelines is to be confirmed by the club. For the Giants, they had Shane Mumford out due to back soreness. He'll undergo a fitness test. Josh Kelly rolled his ankle. He'll undergo a fitness test for that. Matt Flynn dislocated his shoulder, and his period on the sidelines is to be confirmed by the club. Bobby Hill has returned home to Sydney for family reasons. Now, the players who were ruled out for that game up against the Swans will miss a week of footy. So they'll go into COVID-19 isolation. They are currently. Toby Green, Kieran Briggs, Matt DeBoer, and Jake Stein. They'll miss a week of footy due to COVID-19 isolation. That's really unfortunate for them. For the Swans, their players who will miss a week of footy due to that isolation protocols: Callum Mills, Callum Sinclair, Colin O'Riordan, and Harry Cunningham. You know, that was a really late withdrawal for both teams for a few of those players. And it was a shame, but what a game of footy that Sydney derby was. You know, the Giants started off really well, the Swans responded, and it didn't really matter, you know. Hopefully those players rest up, stay safe, and are back out there soon. Now, folks, that's all the injuries. Now, let's talk about round 19. First of all, it starts on Friday night at 7:10pm when Port Adelaide will take on the Pies. Now, that game was originally scheduled at Adelaide Oval, but because of COVID-19 and South Australia's lockdown, that has been moved to Marvel Stadium in Melbourne. The Crows have also made the trip down to Melbourne, and their game up against the Hawks, which was scheduled for round 20, but has been brought forward to round 19. You know, that will be played at 6:10pm Saturday night at Marvel Stadium as well. Another game which has been brought forward from round 20 to round 19 is the big clash between the Demons and the Dogs. That will be played on Saturday night at 7:25pm at the MCG. So it's going to be a really good double-header clash on Saturday night. The Crows up against the Hawks, then the D's up against the Dogs. It's going to be a great round of footy, and I keep saying this, folks. We are so lucky to have our season still alive, and you know, the AFL are doing a tremendous job on rescheduling and reshuffling our fixture and bringing teams to COVID-safe places. So, you know, guys, stay safe, and as always, gotta love footy. Right, guys, if you like that recap and you want to see more of my content, remember to hit that thumbs up, like, comment, and hit that red button down there that says subscribe. Much appreciated. For more content, follow me on my Facebook page and also my Instagram page.